Hey everybody, I just wanted to share some thoughts around our season of Lent right now. And I'm going to start with asking the question, have you been vaccinated? And you may think I'm talking about the COVID-19 vaccination, but in fact, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something different altogether. It's interesting to note that what we see on medical insignia throughout the world is this symbol called the caduceus. And really, it's a symbol of a Greek god of healing, interestingly enough, that includes the snake on a rod, right? It harkens back to when Moses was in the desert with the Israelites. And if you remember, they were being bit by serpents. And God instructs Moses to make a bronze symbol of the snake and to lift it up, and that people that were bitten would be healed. It's interesting also to point to the fact that vaccinations often include a live or even a dead virus to kick our immune systems into overdrive in order to fight off the actual virus when or if it attacks our system. In the latter part of the Bible, in the New Testament, in John's Gospel, John repeats this recurring phrase about the lifted up one, and it refers to Jesus, just as Moses lifted up the snake in the desert to cure the people, so God has lifted up his son, Jesus, on the cross. And frankly, we know that Jesus being lifted on the cross was the remedy to our sin and to death. That in death, Christ has overcome death for all of us. And so as you consider in your journey toward Lent and whether or not you have been vaccinated against sin, I'd also invite you to consider those who do not yet know Jesus. One of the things that I have taken on as a practice or committed to as a practice in the season of Lent this year is praying for the lost. And so I'll just offer this prayer for the lost, for all of us to maybe consider praying together, or maybe even making a list of those who you are lifting up to God and praying for in this season. If you had the cure to cancer, wouldn't you want everyone to know that? Well, we know what the cure is to the sin and death that we are all vulnerable to. And so I would invite you to pray with me as you consider how God might be calling you to pray for the lost. So I'm going to offer this prayer. It's actually from Terry Teagle's 30 Days of Prayer, my most wanted devotional, 40 days to pray for the lost. And this one is on, it's actually day 1. So let me pray this. All loving and merciful God, I come to you with a list of names of people who need to know Jesus in a personal and profound way. Of all the things I care about in life, let this one be the most important because it is your heart, and eternal salvation is at stake. Thank you for sending Jesus to save us. Fill me with love for these people so that through me, they may experience how much you care for them. Help me to love the lost like you do. Amen. Have a great day, friends.